Imagine the wind tugging at your coat, the sea licking the sides of a little rowing boat, and the steady cough of a tiny outboard motor fighting the tide. This feels like the world's smallest ferry, a little vessel that carries you across from the mainland to Piel Island. Just a few minutes is all it takes, but as the boat scrapes against a shingle shore and you step onto the island, it feels as though you've travelled not only across waves, but back through centuries. The skipper, Steve Wilcock, is a lovely, friendly chap who manages, somehow, to put you at ease through the journey. Ahead of you rises a great silhouette against the sky, the ruins of Piel Castle. Romantic, windswept, and steeped in stories. Piel Castle was built in the 14th century by the Abbot of Furness, a fortress to guard this corner of Morecambe Bay. But it was never just about defence. The monks of Furness Abbey were powerful men, controlling trade, fishing rights, and the lives of all who lived in their shadow. From here they kept a sharp watch on the channels, the tides, and any unwelcome visitors. The thick stone curtain walls once bristled with archers. Within stood a strong keep, lodgings and storehouses filled with the abbey's wealth. Today, only broken walls and crumbling towers remain, but stand in the heart of the ruins, you could almost hear the clash of steel, the shouting of men, the crash of the sea beyond the ramparts. Piel's also played its part in some rather audacious moments of English history. In 1487, a young pretender to the throne, Lambert Simnel, landed here with an army of Irish mercenaries and German soldiers. They claimed he was the rightful King of England, the long-lost Earl of Warwick. From Piel, they marched inland, rallying support till they faced Henry VII at the Battle of Stoke. It ended in bloody defeat, but for a brief moment this remote island was a springboard for royal rebellion. Smugglers too are said to have favoured these hidden channels. At low tide the sands stretch for miles, treacherous and shifting, perfect for hiding contraband. Whispered tales tell of brandy, tobacco and silks smuggled ashore, all under the cover of night. Piel Castle may be a ruin, but its stones hold centuries of danger, ambition and intrigue. But of course history here isn't only found in the stones, for on Piel Island there's a second great institution, the Ship Inn. Step inside and you'll find a low-beamed, welcoming pub that has stood against storms, tides and time itself. It's the beating heart of the island, a place of warmth after the chill of the castle ruins, and where tales are traded as freely as pints. And it's no ordinary pub, for the landlord of the Ship Inn holds a most unusual title, the King of Piel. Yes, a king, crowned not in a palace, but by this bar overlooking the sea. And on my own visit, I had the pleasure of meeting him. Aaron Sanderson is a former nuclear submarine manufacturer, so I imagine this role is a bit of a change. Becoming King of Piel is no small matter. There's tradition, there's a ceremony, centuries old, steeped in both solemnity and silliness. When a new landlord takes the crown, he must sit in an ancient oak chair, don a helmet, wield a sword, and then, before witnesses, he is doused with buckets of beer while taking a royal oath. From that moment on, he rules the land, at least in spirit, if not in law. So on this tiny speck of land in Morecambe Bay, reached by the smallest of ferries, you find a great crumbling castle, a history rich with rebellion and smuggling, and a pub with its very own king. Piel Island is a place of contrasts, isolation and community, ruin and revelry, legend and laughter. Step ashore and you're not just visiting an island, you're stepping into a story, one that has been told for hundreds of years and continues to this day. And when the tide turns and the ferry chugs back across the waves, you leave with salt in your hair, a touch of magic in your thoughts, and perhaps, just perhaps, a royal blessing from the King of Piel himself.